You know, guys, I've been listening to these headphones all evening and I just couldn't stop. They have a very engaging, very immersive sound. And that's one of the most enjoyable tests, when you forget that you're testing and just enjoy the music. Thanks to the 60mm driver, the FT13 delivers a truly large-scale, dense, and beautiful bass presentation. This isn't a case where the bass overwhelms you just for effect. Here, it's big, enveloping, musical, and at the same time very pleasant. In terms of sound character, these headphones reminded me of the vintage Sony MDR-XB1000, which you rarely see nowadays. The Sony MDR-XB1000 used a 70mm dynamic driver, and in terms of the sense of scale in the presentation, there really is something in common between them. The most interesting thing is that the FT13 don't create the typical feeling of closed-back full-size headphones, where the sound seems trapped inside your head. Here, it's different. It feels like the music is surrounding you. For a closed-back model, this is a very rare and very pleasant quality. The vocal range is reproduced beautifully. Thanks to the abundance of beautiful, high-quality bass here, the vocals don't thin out or get lost. The sound is rich, full-bodied, and balanced. At the same time, there's no sense of a harsh bass boost. There's just as much bass here as you need for enjoyment. The high frequencies are also handled very well. They sound clear, precise, and crisp without any sense of muddiness or dullness. As a result, the overall sound can be described as balanced. Although there is a slight emphasis in the bass area here, and that's especially great for instrumental, electronic, and generally emotionally rich music. Genres like these sound great on the FT13. With rock music, however, the elevated bass can sometimes cause a slight lack of clarity in complex passages. But that's not a problem. You just open the equalizer, reduce about 3 decibels in the lower range, and everything falls into place. After that, even complex rock tracks sound noticeably more cohesive. I was really pleased with the texture. The music is very clear. The instrument parts are distinct. The images don't blend together. Because of this, it's really interesting to listen to. This adds another important thing, the feeling of immersion in the recording. The Soundstage is also very good for this price range. And here, the Soundstage starts to challenge some high-end models that cost several times more. It is deep, three-dimensional, with smooth and natural positioning of the elements. And it's not just width. There is genuine depth layering, which is rare for closed-back headphones. It's easy to hear who is positioned to the left, who is to the right, who is closer, and who is farther away. For headphones at this price, with this bundle and this form factor, it's an excellent result. You don't need to go to the bank for a loan anymore. Good sound has finally become affordable. A small observation. Sometimes you can hear a slight character from the wooden ear cups. They add their own tone, their own sound, and you know, in this case, it's not annoying. On the contrary, it adds naturalness and liveliness. The ear cups here are like a cello's body, more of an embellishment than a problem.